Of course, y'all, we mess up all the time, and it's all fleshly body, somebody. But then you have Satan coming and having you looking at your sister or looking at your brother and see you are so busy trying to you're so holy than thou for your own self. You cannot see your own sins. You cannot see that you're not loving your neighbor. You cannot see that you're blaspheming against the Holy Ghost. You cannot see that it's so many things that you're doing and then you're not showing love, but you want to yet go try to correct your brother. And how would thou say to thine brother, let me pick the mote out of thy eye, when there's a beam in thine own eye? That is a part of Satan's plan for us not to see ourselves so that we don't think that we're doing anything wrong, when clearly the assignment is to make sure that we are all lining up with the commandments of Yahweh so that we can enter into heaven's gates. But if everybody wants to be right and nobody wants to be corrected, then what are we doing? It don't matter how many people are following you. It don't matter how big your audience is. And if you are not picking the beam out of your own eye, help me somebody, then a lot of people will perish for following you. A lot of people will perish for listening to you. We will perish because of the lack of knowledge. That's why you have to study to show thyself approved unto the Lord. And we have to make sure that in this old fleshly body that we are constantly picking that beam out and picking that beam out. And when we pull the mote out of our brother's eye, you better believe that Satan is going to plant another beam in our eye. That's why we have to ask for forgiveness every single day, y'all. And this old worldly body and this world that's so full of sin and so full of flesh. Everybody wants to be right. You know, everybody, they know the word so much, but they don't want the other one to be right. And then it's like, how can the word come against the word? When did it become a competition? When did it become who loved Yah the most? We're all supposed to be on one accord. We're all supposed to be on the same page. But if the church come against the church and the saints coming against the saints and the Bible is quote unquote not agreeing with the Bible, that don't make any sense.